Hey guys, Remy again on this. And on this video, I'll be showing you how you can use the IUL or our 7702 strategy to build some college savings for your kids, right? Now, before I jump into that, I want to give you some little bit differences between the IUL for college savings and the normal traditional plan, the 529 plan that is actually out there that most people use. Now on the screen, you're going to see the differences between these two and why I actually recommend using the 7702, which is the IUL, is because of the great advantages that it has over the 529 plan. And one of the major advantages is that first, this account has no penalty, right? So if you pull out money early within this account, there is no penalty, right? Another advantage that this account has is that there is no limited so let me put it this way. Now, there is no 10% penalty if this money is not used for school. Let me put it this way, right? Let me take that back. Now, what I'm trying to say is that there is no 10% penalty if the money is not used for school. So let me say you save this money for school and your child doesn't want to go to school anymore. And maybe the child says, hey, I don't want to go to school. Then you have to go pull out that money to use it for something else. You'll be penalized, right? But with our strategy, that does not happen. There is no penalty for that. Secondly, another advantage is that it is not subject to market laws, right at the bottom right here. You now see that it's not subject to market. There's nothing like the money grows in value and drops in value. But with a traditional plan, it works like the stock market. Your money is invested in the stock market. So actually, if the market goes up, you make money. When the market goes down, you lose money. So that is with a traditional plan, the 529. But with this plan, your money grows within an index. So there is no loss that you can put inside. Now, another thing in this policy, which I want to say is great, is because the money inside here is tax-free. So every income you make in this policy, in this particular savings plan you're going to build for your kids, you don't pay taxes on it. Whereas on the 529, you have to pay taxes for the income you make in that plan. And then secondly, one other good thing is that it comes with a death benefit. That means if you're saving this money for your child and something happens to the child, the death benefit will be paid to the family. Now, if let me say you have 3 kids or 4 kids and a death benefit for one, maybe something bad, God forbid, happens to the child, the death benefit will be used to fund the other kids' college and maybe education. That is if that goes to that level. But the truth is, there is a potential future value for this account. There is no loss factor into the account. The income you made in the account is not taxable. It comes with a death benefit. There is no penalty. And you can use the fund for whatever. It's different from the other traditional plan. The other traditional plan, the 529 right here, if it is for college, it's for college. There's nothing else you can do with it. If you cannot use it for college, then you are penalized. But this, guys, it's up to you what you want to do with it, all right? So there is no restriction. It's up to you what you want to do with it. Now, the traditional plan has its own advantages, right, which I also love. And some of those advantages with the traditional plan is that it has a very high potential. You can make a lot of money from it. Just like you can make loss, it's the same way you can make a lot of money, right? But the problem there is you cannot tell what the market is going to be, right? So that is it. Now let me jump quick and show you a good example on how this plan that we designed for college looks like if you use the IUL, and why I would advise you to use the IUL or maybe any other 7702 account is because of the enormous benefits how this account can be used to shoot 2 birds with 1 stone, right? So you can design this for an IUL for the child, and at the same time, it serves as a retirement income for that same child. Whereas you can do this for the 529. Now, with the 529 is just for college. With our 7702, you can use it for multiple things. You can design it for college fund. You can use it as a retirement supplementary income for that child at age 65. So it's kind of like, to me, I call it the Swiss pocket knife, right? So it's great. So let me show you how actually you can design this and how it looks like real quick. So right here is one of the IULs and one of our 7702 strategy that we set up for one of our clients, and he's purposely doing it for his 1-year-old female. It's a female, and up here you will see that it comes with a death benefit, as I explained earlier, and death benefit is $95,000 at start. That means should anything happens to the child after this policy is just approved, the family gets to go home with a death benefit. Something bad, like maybe the child passes away. Now, I want you to also notice something, that the dad is making just $150 every month for the child, and that will amount to $1,800 every year. So these are yearly premiums. Now, if you look at this child has some riders, and these riders, we have overloan protection. It means the dad can borrow from this account. It has critical illness rider. That means should anything critical happen to the child, this death benefit right here, or let me say this one right here, will be advanced up to 90% to help take care of the child. Now, this terminal illness rider, if there's a terminal illness, I'll explain more of. If you have not watched, if you really want to know more about these riders, please try to watch our videos on wealth creation. You will learn more about them. I have all of them put up there in our videos for wealth creation. Now, the child also has chronic illness rider. That means should something happen chronic to the child, the family is able to benefit, I think some 20%, if I'm not mistaken, 20-25% annually that will be paid to the family in order to take care of the baby. So you see that now he's saving for college, but yet there's a lot of security should anything go wrong, right? At the same time, now let's look at this. This child is female and in the state of Texas, and he's 1 year old. Okay, now this is the age of the child, and this is how long the policy has been right there. Okay, and again, as I said, I always look at these values because this interest rate, we're illustrating this at this interest rate because this is the performance of the market over the past 10 years. And we use these averages to actually predict the market. Now, I want you to understand that these are illustrations, and it may not be exactly like this, but it might be very, very close to this because these are averages taken over a period of years. Okay, now, so the first year the dad did 1,800, and down back here, this interest rate, you see the child has a savings of 1,400. I'm trying to put it on round figures. So 1,400, but the dad can go home, can withdraw some money, even just 1 year after doing this account. So you see the difference between the 529. So this, he can pull out money very quickly, no penalty, right? So he can pull out 16, he can pull out $1,168. But again, remember, this is for college. So I want us to fast forward at when this child is 18 years old. So let's say this child is 18 years old right here. And let's see what happened. Now, the dad decides to take a loan. Now, at 18 years, if you look here, this child has a savings value of $52,000. But he can pull out $36,000. Now, I want you to backtrack a little bit. Let's go a little bit up. You see, when the child was 17, right here, the child had $47,000 and he could pull out $47,000. See that? Now, but the dad didn't want that. So the dad decided to get a loan for 14,000 and said, okay, I'm going to send my child to college. I'm going to take care of the tuition. I'm going to take care of whatever bills the child has to go through, right? And he says, okay, college fees. I mean, if you're a citizen, 14,000 is okay, right? For the first year. If you are a citizen, it's different. If it's med school, then that's a different thing, right? For med school, it might be a little bit expensive for med school, but again, most med schools, you want to first of all get your pre-med, right? So these are the first 4 years of your pre-med. So let's say 14,000 annually. The dad borrows this money, 1, 2, 3, 4 years college. And at the end of the 4-year college, you see the child still has $78,000 in his account value and $2,000 left. Then the dad resumes the payment back. Now, some parents, what I see what they do is they hand this account to the child once the child is out of college and the child has a job, and the child can continue doing the, $150 every month. Some parents don't do that. They keep on doing the payments until the child is like 30. Now, it all depends on you. So you are the owner, you decide what you want to do with this policy. But then let's look at something. If this child keeps this policy, keeps on paying it, you now see the child has gone to college, no school fees loan. Now, this is the deal about it. There's no reason to get a school fees loan. Good and fine if your child gets a scholarship. That just keeps the 14,000 in the account. So the child just has a lot of money that you can hand over to the child as your own gift, right? As your own gift to that child. So let's see how it goes. Now the child goes on retirement. Now I want you to notice something. The dad stopped paying this policy when the child is 49. Now in this case, probably he must have handed this policy to the child already. So the child stops paying it, stops making the payments or the deposits or the premiums at age 49. But I want you to notice something. The child or the dad had made 86,000 as on premiums, but he pulled out 59 for college funding for the child. So let's go down again. On retirement age, you see, when this child turns 65 and he retires at age 65, look at something. Wow. This is where I'm saying. Now, there's a difference between the 529 and the 7702 for college planning, because you are able to set this child up for life. Now, this child is a millionaire. Now, let me go back a little bit. You see at age 50, right here, 55, this child, at age 56, this child is already a millionaire. Now, if actually you didn't borrow this money, you left the money stay there, and maybe the child went to school on scholarships or on grants, this child will be a millionaire early enough. This is how the wealthy and the affluent actually set up their kids for life. Now, you can use this simple, it's very easy, it's easy to design. So at age 66, the child starts pulling out. Now, this is the maximum the child can pull out, right? I'm not saying the child should pull out 180, but the child, if he wants to pull 180 every year on retirement income, tax-free, he's able to do that. And he can pull it and pull it and pull it right to age 95. And he still got what? 315,000 left that he could still withdraw. Should the child pass away, 469 goes to the family. Now, I want you to look at this thing real well. Now, this is real, guys. This is real. So if this makes sense to you and you want to know how this works, you want to know how you can design it, guys, click the button below. Speak with one of our agents and they will get back to you.